Reflect on that offer. Has it soaked in yet? And what was your initial reaction?
It was great, actually. It really surprised me because, Michigan hasn't really been saying too much to me. But Coach Mattison came to my game that Tuesday, wanted me to come down there, so, couldn't say no. So I come down there, we in a photo shoot. Somebody come get me like, the head man want to see you in full gear. So I'm like, it's something new. So, I'm heading up there, first thing he says, want to offer you a full ride scholarship. So, it was nothing but gratitude, and I was blessed to be in that position that so many want to be in, but, God chose me. So, it was just a great feeling to be there.
So they had you all decked out on the Michigan gear and all that. What was that like? Wearing all that Jordan gear and all that? I mean, was it? You probably thought about it before, but you did. What was it like to actually have it on?
Man, I was dope for real, man. I had the retro cleats on with the Jordan gloves, Jordan gear, jersey. I was feeling myself really, and it was just cool to be in that spot. To visualize something that you can have on for real one day.
I know that it's not no main reason you would pick a school, but is having Jordan involved? Is that pretty cool?
That is that would be a nice plus. Have a Jordan on your gear. So I wouldn't say that's something I'll pick it, but that is something to think about.
You mentioned Coach Mattison. He seems to be your main recruiter for Michigan. And obviously, he's had a past with developing guys, and I know you mentioned Rashawn Gary as a guy that you sort of look up to. I mean, what's sort of the talks there with Mattison, and what's his vision with you?
He sees me as like of course, either a weak side or strong side, depending on how big I get. But really getting on the edge, getting up there, and just told me to keep working. Make sure I play like he loves saying, make sure you play like a Michigan defensive end. So, it's just motivation to be better each and every day.
Is it intriguing to see his resume? He's obviously, some guys talk about it, but he really has developed some guys into being NFL players. I mean, is that when you see his list of players that he's put into the league, you're like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got so many great players in the league. And that's not even in the league yet. That's great. That's going to get a chance to step in. We watch them, they film. And, he definitely know what he's doing and know what he's talking about.
Have you had a chance to talk with Rashawn yet? I mean, that's a guy that you said that you would like to emulate your game after a little bit. Is that a guy you're hoping? If you haven't talked to him, are you hoping to talk to him here in the future?
No, I haven't talked to him yet, but I love to talk to him. Pick his brain a little bit to see what's some things he worked on when he first got to the level. What's some things that he thinks I should work on that got him to the level yet.
Last time I talked to you, you said Michigan State, Wisconsin, really been talking to you, and a lot of people sort of see them as the front runners for you. Is Michigan in that conversation now? Is Michigan a team that you could put up there with those schools, or do they still got some ground to make up?
Yeah, definitely. Michigan is definitely a school I'm looking at. Great school, great education, great football. So leaving all my options open right now. Just trying to figure out what's the best fit right now. So, just trying to get better. So, when I get there, I can compete, just learn.
Well, first off, good answer. Good answer. But when do you plan on putting out like a top 5 or something like that? I got to ask you.
I think towards the summer.
You think Michigan's got a good chance of making that top 5?
Yeah, they probably got a good chance of making it.
When do you anticipate to make your final decision? Obviously, there's an early signing day now, so a lot that changes everything.
Yeah, like summer, fallish, definitely. But I'm gonna make the decision when I know 100% sure that that's where I want to go. So I'm not gonna do nothing until I'm 1,000% sure, really.